But let's start at the beginning. How did this all start? Where did this, journey begin, starting with diagnosis? My name is Nancy Marchese. I'm a board-certified doctoral level behavior analyst and a clinical psychologist. My goal is to help 2 million children with autism and their families by transforming their lives, and I can't wait to help you too.
When Austin started racing, it was really just my wife and myself trying to find him something that he wanted to do or enjoyed doing. Austin's early years in our home was such a pleasure to have him around. There was laughter nonstop. The way he saw life was just different than everybody else, and I caught myself so many times when he would say something, I never would have looked at it that way. Like, he always had such a unique perspective on everything. And it was only when Austin started school that we realize that, we thought Austin was going to go to school and do all these great things, and people would love him just like we loved him, because it was just non-stop laughter in our house when he was around. And we thought that would translate into school. Like, how could somebody not like this kid? And it didn't. The first day of school, take for instance, Austin went to school with a knapsack that was filled from top to bottom with Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels cars. There's like hundreds of them. And I said, Austin, why are you taking so many cars to school? And he said, well, Dad, if I give one to each kid, they'll be my friend. And what do you say to that, right? Off you go, son, have fun.
Of course, beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's incredible.
But
yeah.
It wasn't long after that we started to realize that Austin really had trouble fitting in. All he wanted to talk about was cars. He did, and when you're 8, 9 years old, there's not many kids that have the same interest as that, and Austin really wasn't interested in talking about anything else other than cars. So he wasn't watching any TV shows all the other kids watched. Everything was centered around cars. And, he started to struggle in school, started to get picked on and bullied, and, through grades 1, 2. It was a really hard thing to see. This kid that we thought was going to do so amazing in school, I may have so many friends, wasn't getting invited to birthday parties because he was different. It was a really hard thing to watch as a parent, and for my wife and myself, we couldn't make sense of it. Why in our house it was such a pleasure to be around, but in school nobody else would see it that way. And watching him get bullied and picked on, and every day you come home from work and you open his agenda, there'd be a massive note, this happened today, and then thinking back, the way that my wife and I treated Austin throughout this whole experience made things even worse, because he's having a really hard time at school fitting in. He's getting bullied and picked on day after day, and then when he gets home, from the time Dad gets home from work, then he gets to listen to me lecture him about what a crap job he's doing at school every day. It really wasn't a very fun time for him, and we decided that we had to find him some activities to get him out of his room, something other than playing video games or something like that. Something he could go out and experience the world, because the only safety he felt in this world was in his room.
There's only so much we could cover in the short amount of time we had today. If you found value in what we talked about, go to breakthroughautism.ca, join our newsletter, and also follow me on my socials.